Hello everyone, Coin Collector here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a silver hammered half groat from the Commonwealth. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Commonwealth reigned from 1649 until 1660. Now, obviously, they came to power after the English Civil War, which was fought between the parliamentarians, who became the Commonwealth eventually, and the royalists, who were supporters of Charles I at the time. There's numerous reasons why the war started, to do with power, effectively between Parliament and the King, and also a religious aspect. The parliamentarians were strict Protestants, Puritans as they're called, and the King was much more liberal, mainly Catholic. His wife was Catholic, and that caused a strict divide between the two. So, obviously, once the Commonwealth came to power, they wanted to, make their mark, and they set on a radical reform of the coinage. So, one of the interesting things about the coinage they produced is the fact that on all of the coins issued, and including this one, there is no monarch. Because they abolished the monarchy, there was no need to put a monarch on the coin, as they believed through their religious ideas that everyone was equal in the eyes of God, and they didn't need a monarch to commune with God, as it were, to govern them. The people should govern themselves because God governs the people. And as such, you can clearly see on neither side is a monarch. Instead, it's called the Commonwealth of Nations of the British Isles. And as such, the designs feature that. So England, obviously being the primary country in the Commonwealth, is the most powerful. You can see the English shield on this side, surrounded by a wreath of laurel and palm. And this is meant to symbolise the peace and prosperity that the Commonwealth brought once it had came to power. And in some ways that is actually true. Under the Commonwealth, Britain did see a period of relative stability, and in fact they did transform it under the new model army by Oliver Cromwell into one of the first-rate military powers, certainly in Europe, if not the world at the time. But that's another story. So if we turn on to the other side, you can see more evidence of the Commonwealth. You've got the English shield and the Irish harp. Now Ireland was, a much less willing part in this Commonwealth, and they had to effectively conquer it again through many brutal wars governed by Oliver Cromwell. But it did prove successful, and eventually they got Ireland under their heel, as it were. So onto the coin design. As you can see on the reverse side, it features the Roman numerals for number 2. So you can see it's a half groat, because a half groat is 2 pennies. And you can see the dots around the edge, and the English and Irish hearts. On the other side, similar design as we said, and the dots around the edge again. Now, one of the things that is interesting about this coin is the fact it's on an unusually large flan still, and flan is effectively the piece of metal that they use to make the coin. For viewers to estimate size, it's about the same size as the modern day 1p coin or 1 cent coin if you're American. And obviously in the time, people used to clip the coin, so that meant cutting the edges off and effectively trying to keep bits of the silver. But this coin, that's practically not happened. As you can even see some silver around the outside of the dots. That is how well preserved this coin is. This is actually one of the finest known examples of a Commonwealth era half groat left. It's in exceptionally fine condition for a coin of its age. You can see all the dots around the edge, as I said. There's a bit of wear on the Irish harp and the Roman numerals. And on this side, there's a tiny bit of wear on the shield. But you can see every single leaf in the wreath, which is very rare indeed. So, this coin's got a great provenance as well when I purchased it, and it's going to be a cornerstone of my Commonwealth collection, which I'm seeking to expand on at the moment. So make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out some of my other videos for more silver hammered coin content. Thank you.